Hi friends, good to see you back in this interesting video. Stop paying electricity bill due to unawareness. Let us see in detail. Please subscribe, press the bell icon and share it with your friends and family members for their understanding as well. Let us understand, are we paying electricity bill as per our consumption? In general, we will always pay electricity bill beyond our usage. And why we are paying? Example, domestic users in Bangalore pay 3.75 rupees per unit for the first 30 units and 5.20 per unit for the next 31 to 100 units and 6 rupees 75 paise per unit for the next 100 units to 200 units and 7.8 rupees per unit for above 200 units, and apart from that they will charge fixed charge in electricity bill. This is for the year of 2020. If you take an example of 2015, you will see the tariff details. Like the first 30 units, it is charged 2 rupees 70 paise, and from 31 to 100 units, it is charged 4 rupees, and 100 to 200 units, it was charged 5 rupees 25 paise, and above 200 units, 6 rupees 25 paise. You see the difference within 5 years. The amount increased per unit is drastically increased, and it will continue further. We will have a small understanding what is the percentage of the electricity consumed in a home or office area. Like for air conditioning, 45% of electricity bill will be there. For heating and cooling, it will be 15%. Others like lighting, fan, TV, music, etc. balance 40% will be the consumption. This will be the thumb rule. So information about the appliances and its power consumption. So you can see LED bulb, different wattage is available, 7 watt, 9 watt, 15 watt, etc. So fan, generally it will be 75 watts and 100 watts. TV 60 watts to 100 watts depends upon the size. AC unit 3500 watts. Geyser 2000 watts, mixer grinder 750 watts, portable grinder 1000 watts, induction stove 2000 watts, iron box 1000 to 1500 watts, refrigerator 400 to 500 watts, hair dryer 750 to 1000 watts. What is watts and how it is impacting our electricity bill in the terms of units? You will see all the electricity bill will be arrived in the term of unit. One unit is 1000 watts. So when you achieve 1000 watts consumption of power, you will be billed for 1 unit. Assume a TV of 100 watts used for 10 hours, then you will achieve 1000 watts, that is 1 unit. This applicable for all others as well. So you can directly multiply what is the wattage you are using with the number of hours, so you will arrive the unit. Let us see few insights how to reduce the electricity bill by best practice. Set the room air conditioner at 25 degree to reduce your electricity cost. Don't keep the air conditioner at 23-24. Even the 2 degree in the cooling makes a difference in saving the electricity cost. Ensure the air conditioned room doors, windows are tightly closed so that the wastage of air conditioned air will be minimized, so that the energy in the electricity bill can be saved. So plug off the electrical devices when it is not required. Switch off the appliances whenever it is not in use. Ideal setting of water geyser is 50 to 55 degrees in summer and 60 to 65 degrees in winter. Don't keep the heating point at max at any point of time. The more number of degree heating will take more electricity. So switch to solar energy, natural renewable resource. That is the best options available as of now. So there are few practices which can help you to reduce the electricity bill. Burn calories, not electricity. Natural light and natural air keep you healthy and active. Awareness on using electrical power efficiently to be extended to all family members so that they will also follow the same. Money cannot buy electricity in near future. The reason I am telling is this: all the resources like coal, water storage and dams are declining. Still few hundreds of villages are not having electricity due to the storage of power production units in India. Less consumption of water will aid to reduce the electricity cost in pumping the water and recycling the water. Solar energy is eco-friendly and renewable energy source. Come, let us see how solar energy works. As we know, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to another. Here, the light energy is getting converted into electricity and heating. There are two main methods of converting solar energy into solar power. One is direct or photovoltaic PV conversion. In this case, you would use solar panels or solar PV for generating electricity. The other method, which is indirect or solar thermal conversion. In this case, you would use a solar thermal collector to generate heat. This is also known as solar water heating system. What is the advantage of solar energy? So solar panels are used to convert the light energy into electrical energy. It depends upon the climatical condition. 4 hours to 6 hours a day can generate electricity from solar panel. The other advantages of solar panel is it is a renewable energy source, reduces electricity bills, diverse applications, low maintenance cost, technology development is in progress on solar panels, environmental friendly. The next question is, I understood solar energy is good, but how it will be benefit for me? What are the different choices for us to use in our day-to-day life? Come, let us see one by one. There are three different methods available: on-grid, off-grid, and hybrid solar system. The on-grid system, also known as grid tie or connected solar system. If system is producing more power than is being consumed, the surplus is fed in main electrical grid via solar net metering. Off-grid system works independently of the grid but have batteries which can store the solar power generated by the system. Hybrid system. Hybrid solar system generate power in the same way as a common grid tie solar system but use special hybrid inverters and batteries to store energy for late use also. Let us see one by one in detail. First, let us see on-grid. The items required for on-grid solar panel system: solar panel, solar structure, on-grid solar inverter, connector box and junction box, DC and AC cable, solar net metering, earthing kit with lightning arrestor, fasteners, ties and other accessories. What is the requirement for 1 kilowatt? The space required for 100 square feet per kilowatt. 25 years performance warranty for solar panels. Return on investment will be 3 to 4 years. Government subsidy is available up to 40%. Initial investment approximate 60,000 for branded and 55,000 for non-branded products. Unit generation 4 units per day. If the kilowatt increases, the savings will be more. Government subsidy will reduce above 4 kilowatt. For 10 kilowatt, the initial investment will be approximate 4.5 lakhs. In the picture you can see from the sun, heat energy is directly falling on the solar panel. From solar panel, it is coming to the inverter. From inverter, it will go to the usage. Whenever there is no usage happening, automatically it will go to the grid. By using solar net metering, what is the number of unit we are supplying to the grid will be get recorded in the meter. Let us see off-grid solar panel system. In this system, solar battery is additionally required apart from on-grid system. So here the electricity will not be get tied up with the grid. So how much we are generating, we need to use by saving that energy in the batteries. Because of that, we are not supplying the electricity to the grid. So government subsidy is not available for this. You can see the sun rays falls directly on the solar panel. From solar panel, it is going to controller. From controller, it is getting stored in the batteries. From battery, it is going to inverter. From inverter, it is going to house direct. So this energy whichever we are generating will not get exported to the grid system. It is completely an independent system. Because of that, the advantage is even there is no sunlight, you can able to use the electricity whichever is get stored in the battery. Now let us see the hybrid system. The hybrid system is the combination of on-grid and off-grid. You can see the sunlight falls directly on the solar panel. From solar panel, it is going to charge controller. From charge controller, it is going to battery bank. From that, it is going to inverter. From inverter, it is going to net metering. And it is going to grid. Another one, from inverter, it is going to house. If the requirement of the house is not there, automatically the generated electricity will go directly to grid. If the requirement is for house is there, so it will take first priority to feed to the house. This is the general understanding about hybrid system. So here you can see the government subsidy is available up to 40% and above 4 kilowatt your subsidy will reduce. For 10 kilowatt the initial investment will be 7.5 lakhs approximately. For us 1 kilowatt your initial investment will be 1,20,000 for branded products and 1 lakh for non-branded products. Let us see about the subsidy details as well. Eligible for subsidy and what is the amount we will get benefit by subsidy, till what capacity subsidy is available. So for residential 40% up to 3 kilowatt and 20% for the remaining above 3 kilowatt up to 10 kilowatt. Benefit is excess solar power generated in the solar panel can be fed on the grid system through net metering available in on-grid system. The next, housing societies, residential, apartments, associations, they can eligible for subsidy. So 20% up to 500 kilowatts. Return on investment will be more in the case where DG power is used in the daytime. Solar panels to be positioned towards the south side to optimize maximum efficiency. So the solar vendor will perfectly install the solar panel depends upon the angle of reflection towards the sunlight. Solar panel degradation rate is 1% per year approximate. Few documents are required for applying the subsidy procedure: Aadhaar card, PAN card and electricity bill. Hi, come let us see the types of solar panel. There are 3 types of solar panel available in the market. One is monocrystalline, another one is polycrystalline, third is thin film. You can see the efficiency of monocrystalline is 20 to 22%. Space requirement will be less and the cost is high. Whereas polycrystalline efficiency will start from 15% to 17%. Space requirement is more, cost lesser than monocrystalline. And the other one is thin film. Efficiency 8% to 14%. Warranty short span. Space requirement more, cost lesser than monocrystalline. Let us see about the solar batteries used in the solar panel system. Lithium ion solar battery and tall tubular solar battery. If you see the efficiency, the lithium ion will have 5000 cycles, whereas tall tubular will have 1500 cycles. The tall tubular batteries C10 rated will be used. Working life will be 5 to 7 years for tall tubular and 15 to 20 years for lithium ion. Maintenance required to top up with water for every 6 months in tall tubular, and it's maintenance free in lithium ion. Space and weight, tall tubular will be more and lithium ion will be less. Cost, lithium ion will be 3 times more than tall tubular batteries. Discharging, tall tubular you can discharge up to 80%, whereas lithium ion you can discharge up to 95%. Technology, tall tubular is a proven technology and lithium ion is the advanced technology. Let us see the types of solar inverters. Off-grid, standalone, on-grid, grid-tied inverters and hybrid inverters. What is inverter? Why it is used? It is an equipment that converts solar panel DC current power into alternating current power. All our appliances are AC operated. So DC operated appliances also available in market. For those we do not need inverter. For those we do not need inverter. A small pictorial representation is shown. From solar panel, a regulator will be there. From regulator, it will go to battery. From battery, then the inverter will be used to convert to AC, to supply to AC loads. Thank you for spending the time. Hope the information which I shared is useful for you. So this is the time to switch to solar energy. So there are few benefits. I am recapping the benefits. It is eco-friendly, economical, renewable, clean source of energy, zero carbon emission, low maintenance cost, less dependence on fossil fuels, and it is a source of income. Thank you. Please subscribe, press bell button. Please subscribe and press bell icon for further notification. Thank you.